Hey friend, in today's video, I'm going to give you guys an update on my therapy session. This is like the third one, I believe, and it's been so amazing. Address your mental health. You never know what is really going on, and a new perspective, some fresh eyes on your trauma can really be very, very beneficial to you. So I'm just going to share a few things about my session and let you guys know what I took away from it and what my plans are for the future for my healing and my mental health, because all of that goes together. Our mental and emotional health goes hand in hand with how we show up in life, how we handle our relationship with food, and so many other things that it spills over into that we don't even realize. So if you are interested in that, then stay tuned for the video. If you are new here, my name is Demetra, and I am on a weight loss as well as a healing and self-development journey so that I can become the best version of myself. If you guys are interested in doing the same, then join the journey family. Okay guys, this is how desperate I am to see. My therapist is top notch. You hear me? Top notch. And I've done seen my share of therapists in my day. I have been through about 8 therapists before I finally found the one that I needed. All these other therapists let me go in there and basically just vent. It was no different than just talking to a friend and walking away, either still feeling frustrated or maybe you got a release because you got it out, but it was really going nowhere. It served no purpose. Like, my purpose is to heal, and in order to do that, I need guidance. And my therapist is good about getting me back on track, because I can be long-winded. And also, I can get off track because I got a little touch of ADD. I don't think I got the hyper part. Do I got ADHD? I at least got the ADD. So he will help rein me back in. I gave him permission to do that. Please help me refocus so that we can stay on track. He asked me, what is my goal? Where do we need to go today? And he helps me do my best thinking. So one of the main things that I knew that I wanted to focus on in therapy, and I had to prioritize because I don't know if you know my story, but I've had a lot of trauma in my lifetime. So I had to prioritize and pick where do I want to start? What's most important to me? And I decided that it was most important to work on healing from abandonment issues and healing from an abusive relationship that I was in for 15 years, because the trauma from those two situations, from my dad, who was not a very active part of my life, and then also a previous relationship, really affected how I showed up in life, and I didn't like that. So I wanted to work through some of the trauma. So what my therapist asked me to do was to write a letter to my past relationship. He is deceased and has been since 2007, but still has a hold on me in some ways. So I wanted to work through some of the trauma because it affects not only how I show up in my marriage, it also affects how I view myself. So I just decided that I wasn't going to continue to live like that. And I need the tools necessary to work through this trauma, to process all the things that I went through in that relationship so that I can flourish in my life and flourish in my marriage. So my therapist is really helping me with that. I wrote a letter, and I wrote it in February to my first husband. And I still haven't finished it. I was going to write a letter, but when I went and reread the one that I already had, I'm like, I don't need to do this again. I don't need to start over. I'm just going to take the letter that I have and we'll work through that, because that letter laid it all out on the table. There was really nothing more that I could say because I was very thorough in that letter. Now, there's more I could say. That ain't true. There's more I could say in my letter, and I'm not done yet. But starting over was not going to serve me at all. Everything, like, this letter was perfect for what I'm trying to achieve. I listed every offense that was done to me, and just really talked about how he made me feel, how he treated me, and things like that. And I had to be honest with myself and honest with my therapist, which he appreciated. And so really, so much of this really goes back to my childhood and how I viewed myself, and just feeling like that my worth came from other people, and didn't have a sense of self until I got much older. But so much damage is done, I have to recover from those things so that I can build myself back up from being torn down or allowing other people to tear me down. But I did put my value in my weight because of my abandonment issues and the abusive relationship. I put my value in other people. I needed to feel needed. So I ended up in many friendships or relationships from people who were takers. And that filled a void for me because somebody needed me. I must have been worth something because somebody needed me. And that is not healthy, nor is it true. I mean, I am worthy if nobody needs me. And I need to know that. And I need to know it. And I'm just not there. Like, I'm getting there. I'm working on it. But I have to work through this stuff first. So I guess I want the takeaway for today's video for you guys, just to not to ignore your mental health. The holidays are coming up, and I know a lot of us fall into a depression, especially with the weather, and now is the primary time. Like, now is the best time to address your mental health. Do not let another year come and go and pass you by where you have not dealt with what you have going on in here, because it's most important. And if you don't put yourself first, and if you don't take care of yourself, nobody else is going to do it. Nobody. I don't care who it is. So just prioritize your mental and emotional health. So my message for you guys today, and my takeaway from my therapist that I'm going to pass along to you lovely people, is to know your worth, know your value. And if you are around someone who is making you feel less than your worth, they gotta go. Life is too short. It's too short. For more content like this, subscribe to the channel, join the Journey family, and until next time, I will see you in the comments. Bye, friend. Mwah.